The ultrasound verdict will seal her child's fate. This doctor alone has identified 30,000 female fetuses. Virtually all of them were aborted. Chanjit Kaur is one of millions of mothers who don't want daughters but would never dream of killing them. Now they've discovered a new way of getting rid of girls. They flock to the towns where modern technology has provided an efficient weapon. Ludhiana, a booming industrial town in the Punjab, northern India. Here, the latest fashion for sex determination tests has taken hold. Chanjit goes to one of the growing number of clinics. In a country starved of medical technology, there's no shortage of ultrasound machines. They're meant to be used for detecting fetal abnormalities. But here, patients are only interested in one thing, the sex of the fetus.
But as far as male-female is concerned, we see the genitalia. In the male child, we see the male organs very, very clearly. Look, this is the whole leg of the child. This is another leg, and here I'm seeing the female organs. There's no doubt about, in my mind, it's only a female child.
The doctor's verdict, it's only a girl. Dr. Baldeep Singh says he can tell the sex at 14 weeks.
If we don't do the test, what they will do is they'll keep on producing females. They will not stop. They can have as much as 9, 10, 11, 12 female children. They will stop only once they have a male child.
For Chanjit, it's another bitter disappointment. She goes for her abortion, just like virtually every other woman whose test says they're carrying a female child. Female baby in the womb, so she can be eliminated. And this is now happening on a massive scale. We're not talking about hundreds or thousands, or even hundreds of thousands. But each year in India, over 1 million female fetuses are disposed of after the ultrasound verdict. Northern India in the mid-1980s. Since then, they've swept through the whole country. The advertising is uninhibited. Some signs, alluding to the dowry, appeal to basic common sense. Pay 500 rupees now and save 50,000 later. Dr. Singh holds clinics in nearby Punjabi villages. Some say ultrasound tests are more available than running water. In 10 years, he's tested 60,000 women, and there's no end to the demand from all classes. Rich and poor have an equal aversion to having daughters. For him and thousands like him, sex determination is big business. With his ever-portable, ever-lucrative ultrasound machine, Dr. Singh earns £1,000 a week. The average salary is just £5. With his ultrasound machine, he can play God. In just 2 minutes, he can make a woman totally happy.
She's got a boy, male.
Or if it's the wrong sex, a girl, utterly dejected. She's failed again. Dr. Singh, meanwhile, goes on to the next clinic, convinced he's doing his country a much-needed service.
India is one of the most overpopulated countries in the world. This test will help in limiting the size of the family by offering them a selective choice of the offspring. In this way, we can have a population control in a more systematic way.
I agree the topmost priority for India is to control its population, but it certainly is not population control at any price. Selectively killing of female fetuses is something which is not permissible, not acceptable. No civilized nation can allow this sort of a thing to go on indefinitely. And if we continue with this antenatal sex determinations and the killing of female fetuses, we are not very far away from a time when we have an absolutely lopsided society. and that's against nature.
So is this the doctor's waiting room of the future? Not a baby girl to be seen. After all those ultrasound tests, Dr. Singh's paediatric practice is brimming with boys.
I can tell you most of the top politicians, they come here either with their daughters or with their daughter-in-laws to get it done. Who will stop it? Most of the leading doctors, they come for their wives. So most of these so-called social workers, they come for the test. Who will stop it? It is only the society who can stop it, and all those people come here.
You cannot go and choose that we are going to have so many males and so many females. This type of population control would be something similar like Hitler trying to propagate a pure race by getting rid of all the Jews.
More and more women are going for sex determination. More and more female fetuses are being aborted.